We'll leave you for the moment. Let's cross now to our political correspondent, Liz Bates, who's been monitoring reaction from across Westminster. What have you heard, Liz?
Well, as you might expect, we have now had quite a few statements from some very senior political figures, but also some of the local MPs as well. Let me first of all read out the statement from the Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer. As you might expect, he has been being kept informed.
Sorry, I don't know what happened. If anyone's
from people on the ground,
just coming back, it cut me off.
Well,
don't know why.
Between number 10, other departments and the security services. This
is
his statement. He says the scenes.
Yeah, it cut me off for some reason.
Are appalling. My thoughts are with all those
I don't know if it's internet.
I want to thank the police and emergency services for their swift and ongoing response to this shocking incident. I'm being kept updated on developments and ask that.
1 second, I don't know what's happened. Give me 1 second, sorry. I'm going to carry on in a second. It cut the video off. I don't know if it's because I'm listening to Sky. 1 second. Please, right, 1 sec. Give me a sec. The old video is just gone. Right.
The police, the space they need to investigate. We
right.
also understand that the
it might be copyright, yeah.
As you might expect, is being constantly.
I kind of keep it in the background so it's not too loud. Right, they've took the whole video down. Right, we'll start again. So yeah, as the title says, a car has ploughed through a crowd.
And what they have said, very similar in their sentiments as you might expect, given the small amount of information that we currently have.
Yeah, a car has ploughed through a crowd, a very large crowd of people in Liverpool at the Liverpool Football Club parade. Liverpool Football Club celebrating their winning the Premier League, so they've got 20 Football League titles, which puts them on the same level as Manchester United. Unimportantly, at a time like this, my football team. So I understand how big this is. So I'm watching Sky now. I've turned it down a bit because they took the live I was doing a second ago, they stopped it, and the video's gone. So I'll probably get some kind of copyright strike or something now. Never had one before. Right, so I'm watching on live on Sky now. Police responding to incident at Liverpool FC parade after car collision with pedestrians. And the video is out there circulating. And what you see is it drives in. You see it drive into the crowd. And it then kind of comes to a bit of a stop, and then it speeds right up again, and it goes through like 30 people. I'm guessing, but it goes through a lot of people then, like just straight through them, people going onto the windscreen, people going over the car, under the car, and it comes to a stop. Obviously, this is live and ongoing right now. I don't know the facts of what's actually happened in terms of like why. I'm gonna say that it's not a heart attack because someone's been arrested. I don't think you're gonna arrest someone that's had a heart attack. So someone did say before it could be a heart attack. I don't think it is because this person has been detained now.
Going on between number 10, the security services, the Home Office, and all of those people on the ground that are dealing with this horrific incident. And I think we will see more and more political response as we start to get a better understanding of what's happened.
Yeah, I'm not going to keep repeating the same point that I keep making about the fact that it's a white male. I keep making the same point.
but as I say, we still don't know the...
When big attacks like this happen, when crowds of people are targeted,
the Prime Minister
for the result of murdering them, causing serious injury to a large crowd of people, like the Ariana Grande attack, like September the 11th, like when the person went into the Taylor Swift Southport dance class, quite quickly you hear the murmurs and the whispers. Maybe that's why I'm getting the video took down of a, I'll just call it a tea attack. You hear the murmurs of tea attack. They said a white male's been arrested. I think, by the way, I think the white male's from Liverpool. So the point that I'm making is that they haven't whispered or even suggested this could be a tea attack. And I'm a white male. Yeah, I just think if you're going to label one person or one race or one colour who does something like this, then label everybody that does something like this in the same manner.
It becomes very challenging to actually give accurate and factual details of numbers of injured persons, the seriousness of the injuries, because that's, again, what many people want to know, and then whether they've gone to hospital or not. So it's always very challenging to start collating those numbers.
Looking at Warwick Hunt's comment, white male, I've just seen a video, it looks like the road was open and he was trying to get through crowds at first and his car was attacked and he sped up speed. I don't know how the car would even be able to get in. This is the parade with thousands and thousands and thousands of people in there. There's police everywhere. The roads are cordoned off.
We're very close to the incident. Will they have been required to stay, to speak to police, rather than being allowed to leave? Do we know?
Yeah, possible.
Come and have your... Yeah, the road was closed to normal traffic. It's a parade, so these happen. You know, I've been to one myself, two, for Manchester United. They had one in Newcastle recently. These roads are closed. It's a parade through the streets. Of course, the roads are closed. So I don't know how a car would believe that it's the roads. I can't imagine a car taking a wrong turn and turning into a parade, because there's no way of getting there. Because obviously the police who organise these things clearly have to do their planning on it to make sure that something like this doesn't happen. Are you with me? So I don't think it's a case of they took a wrong turn, the car was attacked and then they sped off scared. This looks like a purpose. This looks like an attack on purpose from the footage. There is videos out there. There's videos out there of this attack if you want to go and check it out. Check it out at your own... Sorry, I'm just listening. Yeah, disclaimer, it's it is quite graphic, but if you want to check it out, it is out there.
Please upload it to the official channels rather than sharing it on social media.
And Graham, as the evening sets in, so
I'm just going to turn it up a little bit. I think the old video.
To make sure that scene stays secure, to make sure that
I think the old video might have got took down because of the word, the TERROISTS word. So I'm not going to say that word. Someone's just asked, is it? I don't know. But the point that I've made a couple of times is that hasn't been said yet. They've not said, is it possible that it is? And my point is, if this was a person of a different, historically, a person of a different skin colour, race or religion, we would normally have already heard that possibility of, is this a T attack? That's the point I'm making here. Regardless, right, there's been an attack on a large group of people who are trying to celebrate a great day for Liverpool. A great day for Liverpool. I know how important this is for them. And it's absolutely been turned on its head. And completely ruined.
Graham, we're just seeing a tweet from the Home Secretary, Yvette Cooper, in which she says, thank you to the police and emergency services for their swift response to the...
So we've got a tweet from Yvette Cooper, Home Secretary. Thank you to the police and emergency service for their swift response to the truly shocking and horrendous scenes in Liverpool this evening.
Updated on developments, and that is something that the police will be doing throughout the evening, I suspect.
Jim, piss off, mate.
Secretary, to let her know the developments in their investigation.
Yes, that will be fairly normal. This type of serious incidents, you have to let the Home Secretary, Prime Minister, those in authority, those in government know as well. Keep them updated as soon as anything significant or pivotal that comes to light by the investigation team. But they'll get the information as soon as the police have it and they can release it. And then once it can be released to the public,
if you want to come on and
the key for the police, obviously,
have an opinion and give me your input on that kind of stuff. That's great. But when you're just coming on just to be an arse and be argumentative and keep making the same point of which I keep repeating my response to, it's just boring.
Another tweet coming in, this time from Nigel Farage, MP.
And some people just don't have anything better to do. And you should see these scenes. I can't show you because of copyright. But the video is out there.
And Graham, at this stage, we don't actually know whether it was an attack, do we?
There you go. We don't know whether it was an attack.
That would be one line of inquiry. I think I've seen one line coming out from news out there saying they're working on the theory it was deliberate. And again,
right, they're working on the theory that it was deliberate. So we're learning a little bit more now. Oh yeah, there's always trolls. You know, I listen. I deal with trolls all the time, and I just block them. Ignore and block. That's all you do with them. A lot of people have sad lives and they've got nothing better to do, so they just go. End of the day, like there could be a few people that have died here.
And establish what's taken place. Part of that will be to speak to the person.
People's children, people's parents, people's brothers and sisters.
And even those injured from it as well.
Think of the PTSD that was going to follow.
The actions that were taken. Have a look at the CCTV footage, see if that supports and corroborates the verbal statements and the digital images.
Yeah, it is bad. I think Warwick Hunt, the person's 53 years old.
Graham, do stay with us. I just want to remind people who have just joined us this evening that what has happened, a man has been detained after a car collided with pedestrians in Liverpool city centre. This during Liverpool.
Yeah, that's right, June.
Victory Parade. Emergency services were called to Water Street.
So yeah, it's a 53-year-old.
6 p.m.
All we know is that it's a 53-year-old white male who has been arrested.
And a man has been detained.
There you go. A man has been detained.
Issued a statement in which they say we would ask people not to speculate.
Some people
on the circumstances surrounding tonight's
Water
Street in Liverpool City.
It's all everything that's.
Can confirm the man arrested is a 53-year-old white British man from the Liverpool area.
Right.
Extensive inquiries are ongoing.
Okay.
To confirm the man arrested is a 53-year-old white surrounding tonight's.
There we go. This is the person that's been arrested.
City centre. We can confirm the man arrested is a 53-year-old white British man from the Liverpool area. Extensive inquiries are ongoing to establish the circumstances leading up to the collision.
The person that ploughed into the crowd is a 53-year-old white male from the Liverpool area. I'm going to say that one more time. The person whose car ploughed through the crowd, who's been arrested, is a 53-year-old white male from the Liverpool area.
Anonymously via Crime Stoppers.
And the point that I've made,
0800
and I will make it again, is that what surprises me is because they are, right, firstly, they believe this is on purpose. If you look at the video, of this, it looks like it's on purpose, right? They've been detained, so it's not a heart attack, right? So let's take these factors into consideration. There's a video there, it looks like it's on purpose. The car ploughs, speeds up and ploughs through many, many people. The person's been arrested, so it's not a heart attack. And it's a white British male from the Liverpool area. And this is in a crowd, this is in an event where thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people are in attendance because it's a massive day for Liverpool. So my point that I'm making is, why has and I can't say it because on my previous live, I think that's why they took the video down. Why has nobody said yet, is this a T attack? Terrorists. Why is no one saying, is that possible? Because if they were from a different, if they had different skin colour, race or religion, historically we would have already heard that murmur, that suggestion. Are you with me? All right, Jess?
What did you think was happening?
You would have already heard that.
But did you draw any immediate conclusions?
And I just don't think that's fair. So what defines a T attack then? It only ever seems to be classed as a T attack when it's someone that isn't a white male. And that's not right. So what defines it then? Yeah. Exactly. Well, religion shouldn't even come into it, in my opinion.
Did you have clear sight of the driver?
I could see the driver. I couldn't make him out.
But we've got an eyewitness here now.
She said, yeah, wearing a t-shirt, like a white guy. He just went straight into the crowd. I just saw him, but I couldn't really make out what he looked like. Other than he had like a t-shirt on.
Was your wife able to ascertain his demeanour at all?
No, not really. She said it looked like some old guy just driving. She said, it didn't look like he was angry or upset. Probably confused at the time because obviously you can have some emotion on your face, but no, she didn't say anything other than that.
And did you see members of the crowd attack the vehicle?
Yeah, well, everyone that was around the vehicle was trying to clearly stop him at that stage because they probably also assumed they deliberately gone into people. So they were hitting the windows hard, but they hadn't smashed it at that stage.
So for all of the eyewitnesses are saying that it looked deliberate.
None of the windows were smashed.
These are the facts, right? A lot of the eyewitnesses have said.
Any people injured?
Hold on.
Yeah, we saw lots of people injured.
Right.
In fact, the area we drove through, then there's just people laying on the ground, and one of them looked unconscious to me. Somebody quite young as well.
This eyewitness now is saying that there's lots and lots of people injured.
Tried to get out of there.
Lots of people all over the ground, all over the floor. So these are the facts that we've got so far, is that a 53-year-old white British male from the Liverpool area has ploughed through a crowd at the Liverpool Football Club parade. A lot of eyewitnesses are saying that it looked deliberate. There is a video out there. Watch it at your own discretion. Trigger warning for it. It doesn't seem like a heart attack because the person has been detained, and they have not yet even suggested that it could be a tea attack.
You know, first time in 35 years.
And I wonder why that is.
Liverpool Football Club lift a trophy. You don't expect to leave home and see these kind of scenes.
This is a massive day for Liverpool. If anyone that doesn't
Indeed. And what was the reaction of the crowd?
anyone that doesn't watch
After the
or
incident?
really know about football,
There's a lot of shouting, and the police, the very few that
this
are on the
parade
stage,
is in
they're
celebration
running towards,
of Liverpool winning their 20th top flight title, Premier League title, and it puts them level with Manchester United. And it's a massive, massive occasion for Liverpool. And the last time they won this title was in COVID times, and they couldn't celebrate it. So this is doubly huge, basically, because you can actually have a massive celebration. And
Was there any sort of a stampede? Was the crowd rushing to get away?
Initially, it was just trying to get away from the vehicle. After the vehicle had kind of ploughed further down, yes, some people were running, some people were just walking. They weren't even sure what to do. Now, the worry at that stage for me was that there might be another vehicle, or is this coordinated? What is it? You just don't
so
know.
this is obviously just an opinion right now, but from everything that I've heard, from eyewitnesses,
For them to kind of mount.
from the scenes that I've actually seen myself, this to me, again, in my opinion, is a attack. It's not an accident.
I mean, look, there was
The person has been arrested,
thousands of police there on the day, but
and if this isn't a tea attack, then what defines a tea attack?
further down, they were running towards.
And if you don't know what a tea attack is, it's TEROISTS. But my previous live stream got took down because I was saying it, and took the video down.
Some foot police coming towards us, and also the sirens of police vehicles.
So yeah, all the eyewitnesses are saying that it looked on purpose. The eyewitnesses are saying that many people are injured. I've seen the video myself, and it's not nice. It doesn't look like an accident. The car seems to come in, it hits a few people, it slows down, then it absolutely accelerates, and it just wipes loads and loads of people out. And then when it comes to a halt, I don't know why it comes to a halt. I don't know if it's because there's people underneath the car, and it can't go any further, or there's just too many people in front that it stops, but or the realisation sinks in, I don't know, but the car does stop, and then there is everyone is trying to attack the car.
In Liverpool for us, Charlotte. What's the scene at the moment?
And what you actually do see as well like I said, this is at your own kind of discretion to watch these videos. They are out there. When the car comes to a halt, loads of people are attacking the car, obviously, smashing the windows in, trying to get inside it. And the police are just kind of stood there like, it looks like they're letting it go on. It looks like they know that this is likely, well, they know it's a purpose, an attack on purpose. And when everyone's trying to break into this car, it's like they're allowing it, because they know how disgraceful this is. Can't see, yeah, they ripped the doors off. I can't say that for sure, but from the footage I've seen, I can only give my opinion on it. But this is all live right now. I'm just watching Sky News.
Down to this end of the street from the top near the town hall there. And those stretchers had that emergency medical equipment on them. We also saw police medics, and they had the backpacks of medical equipment as well. And then
I'm just going to quickly Google.
Turned.
This is important, right? I'm just going to Google the definition of a tea attack, because I thought, I could be wrong, right? I thought that it's about the numbers of people targeted. Okay. So a tea attack is, in the UK legal definition is the use or threat of action that involves serious violence against a person, serious damage to property, endangers a person's life, creates a serious risk to public health or safety, or is designed to seriously interfere with or disrupt an electronic system. The definition is established under the T Act 2000-2006. T attacks are typically aimed at influencing government or intimidating the public, often to advance a political, religious, or ideological cause. So that's a definition.
So this is a big, fluid, ongoing water.
So that's the definition right there.
There's people sitting outside bars and they're crying and they're hugging each other and they're very shaken by this. That's something which they were so
And
proud of
in previous
has turned into this. It's extremely distressing.
big attacks like this, Ariana Grande, the attacks on in the Southport stabbings, September the 11th, it's immediately. You go back to that second plane hitting. They say this looks like a T attack.
Here at Sky News, we're about to show you pictures of when the car was going through the crowd. We've edited it to remove any part.
I can't show this for copyright.
Pedestrians, but a warning that you might find it distressing nonetheless.
If you want to put Sky News on now, they are right. Well, they've edited it. Kind of. Right, so they have showed it on Sky News, but they've edited it with the Ariana Grande gig. That was immediately a T attack, and that'll sell him on a baby. This is why British man from Liverpool. And I've just not heard.
Our sports correspondent who was covering the
I've just not heard that being
taking place today.
Even talked about as a possibility yet.
That anybody would have thought the parade would have ended.
No, and what we're seeing there is the panic on the scene and those chasing the vehicle. And we've had the eyewitness saying that they were smashing into the vehicle while they're attempting to treat people on the side of the road, and eyewitnesses talking about people being injured.
I just think that if you're trying to cause
any injury numbers yet at this
terror,
stage, and that message being certainly reinforced from,
if you are trying to cause damage to hundreds of people,
so much speculation is online at the moment, so many images that are distressing that, again, police are asking people not to share.
If you're trying to scare thousands of people, if you're trying to intimidate a country, a nation, doesn't matter where you're from. If it's a T attack with that person who's of a certain, of a different race, religion or colour to myself, for example, then why is it not being suggested or even thought of as a possibility when it is someone who's a white male?
The casualties, anyone who was injured in this incident, the flag that's flying there, Liverpool.
It's the same thing.
A reminder that this was a day of joy intended to be one of celebration across the city, a parade going.
It just doesn't strike me as being
across the city, but it's turned into one that's certainly very distressing at this stage, and we're hearing from police.
I'm not going to say too much more on my thoughts on why they are not even saying the possibility of a T attack right now, because they might take the video down again. But I think you can read between the lines, and it's just not fair. It's not fair on people of other colour, other races and other religion.
Just how significant a day this has been for the Liverpool family, the community.
And how is this not
And at the moment,
how is it not a tea attack?
well, saying that they're in direct contact with Merseyside.
If someone has ploughed through hundreds of people in a crowd of thousands of people to cause damage, with eyewitnesses saying that this looked like it's on purpose. This doesn't look like an accident. They've arrested the man. So it wasn't a heart attack. Right, who's causing problems here? Because I'll just get rid of him if we've got some problems going on.
Parade finishing not far further down from the Albert Dock, further down from the arena. For those who are familiar with the area,
I can't see anyone. I can't see anyone causing any problems right now. Opinions are always welcome here, by the way.
How seriously this incident is being treated, with such a large area now being cordoned off as police try to establish the
chill out.
circumstances surround this incident and treat any of those affected. We've seen.
I know it's sensitive stuff, innit? I can't see anyone causing problems here now.
So many of them in their Liverpool shirts and their champions.
Turn this down a little bit. Let me say something. Opinions are always welcome here. Always. Insults. Insults and vulgar language and stuff like that won't be tolerated. No, absolutely no, Brian. Absolute. What have I just said? Opinions are always welcome. That's what I've just gone through the. I've just gone through the chat now to make sure it's all. I mean, I don't think I've got a moderator here. Jesus. I've just gone through to check, and people are having their opinion. It's fine. That's exactly what I'm saying. Opinions are what it's all about. When people start like giving each other abuse or giving me abuse, then that's where I draw the line, and you go. So no, of course opinions are allowed. Of course, that's what this channel is all about.
Terrible scenes from what's been shown so far.
And what will be police procedure from now on in?
It's the beginning of a long investigation. The person's been detained. There will be numerous conversations going on.
So they're just confirming the person has been detained, which rules out heart attack. Otherwise, they'd be in hospital, wouldn't they?
There may be what's already known about the person.
And just to confirm again, for people that are coming in,
the scene's obviously been secured.
The person that has committed this offence is a 53-year-old white British male from the Liverpool area.
Being undertaken at various levels to
They've been detained.
why this person's done it, and if there's any links.
Eyewitnesses are saying that it looks like it was done on purpose. I mean, like I said,
just seeing shots of
these shots are
big
these scenes are awful.
That we believe is where the car came to a stop, came to a halt, and
the video is out there.
That now will be absolutely crucial evidence in terms of
right, Jess, I don't understand. So what is a T attack then?
The fact is, there is continuity of evidence.
That's the question, isn't it? What is a T attack? If this isn't, what is?
Driving that vehicle, but there are wider issues, as I say, going back to my previous comment about the wider investigation. We don't know what is in that car. I'm presuming from the fact that people.
When you see the video of it,
it's not going to present the danger, but
it's nasty.
We don't know where the car's come from. Is it a hire car? Have other people been in the car? So there's a wider issue rather than just the person who was driving, because that's probably not in doubt. But yeah, to find out if anyone else or anything else can be linked to it. There might be mobile phones in their laptops, all sorts of things.
Why?
So at this stage, it's not necessarily ruled out that there might have been other people involved. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that there will be other people involved, but what I'm saying is certainly from a
it's not political or religious motive.
Investigating officer's point of view.
I don't know how you know that.
They've got to
I don't know how you know that already.
At the moment, until you've factually proved it. So, no, I'm not for 1 second or speculating or wishing to scaremonger to say that there is.
It's definitely not accidental, no.
That is one thing that's going to have to be looked at, because apart from the priority of treating the casualties. What the police are going to be.
Point I'm making is they're not even suggesting. They've not even said once. Is it possible that this is a T attack? No, I'm asking why are they not? Why are they not saying that could be a possibility?
Some way from that.
Why?
But is that normal not to clear
I,
the streets, that there are
Jesus, do
still
I have to spell it out?
people walking
Madness.
around, those from the crowds and civilians we can see.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, froggy legs. He did stop, and then he went.
Yes,
He
Ash.
absolutely
As
accelerated.
I say, we don't know who all those people are, but we probably work on the basis that some are members of the public. So in an ideal world, it would be completely secured. That said, you know, people have to go back to their, I don't know how many people live in the area, but you know, people do need to get back to their residences or collect the valuables
Yeah,
and such like.
some people went absolutely flying.
Basis.
Just want to say for the record, for YouTube, etc., etc., etc. At the moment, we don't actually know 100% what the motive is, or
swift action. This is a difficult day for our city region, but
if it's a tea attack. But I don't understand then what a tea attack actually is. If you can plough through crowds of thousands and plough through hundreds, and it not even be uttered that it's possible, then I don't know what a tea attack is.
Jubilation to simply put a crime scene.
There you go.
Absolutely, and you know, I was watching the celebrations myself earlier.
I don't know what a tea attack is.
You know, what the security may have been from what I've done previously, but yeah, from this sort of event to the tragedy that seems to have unfolded, which is why, you know, they'll be revisiting as to what the security plans were. You know, even worst case.
I don't know why it needs spelling out to some people that previously, when big attacks like this happen,
the plans, the security plans, as well as public order plans that were in place to try and stop this sort of thing. But yeah, it's terrible to see, as you say.
and they're a different race, religion, or colour.
Several, obviously, police officers.
Historically, it doesn't take long before it's murmured that it's possible that it's a tea attack.
Would that have meant that this has been
That's all I'm saying.
Far more swiftly than had police not already been present?
It's difficult to say. There were a lot of police officers present.
Looks like a tea attack to me. Get Sky on. Get Sky. Get whatever you want on. Get Sky's running it. Maybe had mental health issues. Well, I think everybody that does anything like this has got mental health issues. But then again, a lot of people have got mental health issues. I've got ADHD and OCD. I'm not ploughing through crowds of hundreds of people. Pretty much everyone has got mental health issues. I'd argue. Oh God. I'd argue that
thank you very much for speaking to
more
us.
people than you could imagine have got mental health issues.
Let's cross now to Charlotte Leaning, our North of England correspondent. We're actually
Could even be as high as 50%, in my opinion. Whether it's a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of OCD, a little bit of depression, a little bit of bipolar, a little bit of rejection sensitivity disorder.
And actually, I know you can see people sort of milling about.
Not many people like to admit to mental health problems, but it's very, very common.
You can see that's the
There ain't no excuse.
The building that's sort of lit up with the red arches. Now that all the way up to there, that is cordoned.
The scenes
off.
look awful.
Area, isn't it? And that's where all the ambulances.
I don't know how. Do you know what? I'm surprised that he got out alive, because people were smashing his car to bits and trying to get into it.
That is that major incident sort of mobile unit which is brought in when there is a big crime scene and an investigation of this scale taking place. So, as you say, earlier on when we were on the balcony reporting on the victory parade, that street.
Yeah, I know.
People, and it was just starting to.
Okay, you're not excusing it. I just feel like mental health shouldn't even be, in my opinion, shouldn't be brought into it.
Paramedics racing up there. The police sirens were blaring.
It looks like they've got a big blue kind of. It almost looks like a bouncy castle. It must just blow up really quick around where the car is now.
to the scene near to the tent. And
So anyone that's just joined,
saw 3 people coming back on stretchers.
anyone that's just
with family members going in the ambulances with them. We also
arrived on the
saw
live,
a lot of walking wounded,
look,
people who were being
the
escorted
title
by
says it
paramedics
all,
who
but
looked, very shaky indeed, and they had,
53-year-old
blankets wrapped around them. So
white
they also,
British male from
being
Liverpool
held
has
and
been
supported
arrested
by the
after
emergency
his
services.
car
You can see now some movement. The
collided with a
fire
number of
engine,
pedestrians in
is
Liverpool,
leaving, but the police
where the
van
Liverpool
getting
Football
back in
Club
place
celebration
then,
parade
so
is taking
keeping the
place.
cordon going. And we also had search and
And
rescue of quite a
from the
big
video
team that
footage
were
which is
search and
out
rescue,
there,
and they were having sort of this confab meeting,
and from the eyewitnesses,
with
it
the
does
paramedics,
look
with the police, you know, all working together.
intentional.
Sort of two-pronged approach, I guess, to, you know, make sure that people
And a lot of people are injured. I don't know about the fatalities yet, and I have no idea.
get them treated, but also the investigation is taking place, isn't it? And that's important. We've got this bad weather that's coming. They will be very keen to get.
Well, what a sad, really sad day for Liverpool.
Whilst they can.
They won the
They
won the Premier League in 2000 in COVID times, and they weren't able to celebrate.
So there's a big cordon of police officers sort of shoulder to shoulder.
And so this is doubly massive for them.
Anyone coming in. And, you know, people are just interested.
You know, you put football rivalry aside here. I'm a Man United fan, and I did not want them to win the Premier, and a few people that have died.
So this is a huge operation with multiple agencies all working together just to find out, you know, what happened here and why, you know, has this car hit so many people on what should have been on such a special occasion, a family occasion with many generations of people together on this.
Lego Lover, this happened about 2.5, 3 hours ago, I think.
Charlotte, thank you.
Michael Snow.
It is just after 9 o'clock, and the breaking news tonight, Merseyside police say a car has collided with a number of pedestrians on Water Street. That's close to where Liverpool fans were celebrating their team's Premier League victory. Pictures from the scene show a car driving along a street packed on both sides. The Prime Minister
Pictures show a car and accelerating through this crowd of people. People going onto the windscreen, going over the car, going under the car. It goes through a lot of people. The video is out there. It wouldn't be hard to find. Again, viewer discretion is advised. Watch it at your own. Am I still... Can you still hear me? My phone rang. Yeah, my phone rang. I've got...
Well, the incident took place on Water Street.
One second, I just need to message someone. I don't know what you said, but I can't talk right now. Sorry, I've got someone over there talking to me, and I've got someone trying to ring me.
Just after 5:41 p.m, the Liverpool parade bus passed along the adjacent George's Dock gates to the Strand as crowds lined the route. The statement from Merseyside police says they were contacted at just after 6 p.m. following reports a car had been in a collision with a number of pedestrians on Water Street. Footage shows the car travelling southwest. Well, this is what we know. The area has been cordoned off, and a large number of emergency services, including police and ambulance, are at the scene. Sir Keir Starmer has said the scenes from Liverpool are appalling and that his thoughts are with all those injured or affected. Both the Prime Minister and the Home Secretary, Yvette Cooper, are being kept updated on the situation. And the latest update, police say the suspect they've arrested is a 53-year-old white British man from the Liverpool area. Merseyside Police have also provided an update. Their statement reads, "We would ask people not to speculate on the circumstances surrounding tonight's incident on Water Street in Liverpool city centre. We can confirm the man arrested is a 53-year-old white British man from the Liverpool area. Extensive inquiries are ongoing to establish the circumstances leading up to the collision. We would ask people not to share distressing content online, but to send the footage or information directly to us." In a statement, Liverpool FC have said, "We are in direct contact with Merseyside."
Right, so yeah, there's just to recap some of the facts is that a 53-year-old white male from British white male from Liverpool has ploughed through, turn this down, has ploughed through the crowd at the Liverpool Football Club celebration to winning the Premier League. The video is, there's lots of footage out there, discretion is advised, so watch it at your own kind of.
Charlotte Leaning was watching today's parade and is still in Liverpool for us. And Charlotte, what is happening now this evening?
Yeah, watch it at your own discretion.
Well, again, you know, this investigation.
But it does look like it's on purpose. A lot of people look injured. I don't know about the fatalities. The man has been arrested, so it rules out a heart attack.
But they were straight at the scene here on Water Lane. It just went from jubilation and joy.
So yeah, I'm going to leave shortly. So what started out as a really exciting and historical day for Liverpool Football Club, celebrating their 20th league title victory, putting them on par with Manchester United for how many. They were having a open top bus parade celebration. Thousands of people lining the streets of Liverpool to celebrate this great occasion for them. And a 53-year-old British white male from Liverpool has taken his car and ploughed through the crowd, causing lots of injury, maybe some fatalities, we're not sure yet, and it does look on purpose, and according to eyewitnesses, this does look like something that has happened on purpose and not an accident. So that's what's gone on. I'm going to come off now. I just wanted to come on and get straight into it whilst it's fresh. It's running now on Sky News, so yeah, if you want to see the ongoing reports, it is there. I look like I'm a Khan.
But of course, the priority for the emergency services and for Merseyside Police is to really help the people that were injured in this incident. We don't get.
I wish I could box like I'm a Khan.
I was at the top of Water Street about an hour and a half ago. We did see some people taken by stretcher into the ambulances with friends or family with them. Also saw some sort of walking wounded, some people.
Yeah, it is now on Sky News, so I'm probably going to go. I might even just stay till the hour.
Huge ambulance.
1 second, I've had a message. Sorry, sending a message there.
And then within half an hour, 40 minutes of the star players were.
This rain is horrible, but hey, tell you what. first world problems. It could be a lot worse, couldn't it? So I'm probably going to run this now just to an hour.
You know, don't post insensitive things on social media. Let the experts do their job. It's certainly just such an awful
Please urge people not to speculate. What do you want us to... What do you want us to do? Do you want us to sit here and go, oh, God, that car's engine must be a bit dodgy. But then again, that's speculation, isn't it? What do they want us to do? Do you know what? It's ridiculous. We ask you. Well, you can ask all you want. You can ask anything you want, yeah? Well, what do you expect the public to do when a man ploughs through a crowd of hundreds of people in a crowd of thousands of people? No, it's Manchester accent. With children and old people. There could be children that are dead. There could be children that have broken their legs. There could be mothers and fathers that are dead because of some absolute maniac has ploughed through a crowd, and they want the public to sit there and not speculate. Why are you running it for 3 hours on Sky News then? You can ask us, yeah. I'm not listening. Hey Lisa, it's not really about getting a like on this video. This is about, I haven't really got the words. This is about a disgusting event, which purposeful event of somebody attacking our people, causing distress and terror. There's so many people injured. Surely there's going to be people that are dead. Yeah, it's confirmed that he is a 53-year-old white British male from the Liverpool area. So he's a Scouser. And I haven't, in the whole time I've been watching, they haven't said that it's a possible T attack once. And I don't understand why they haven't even suggested it may be.
It's historic for Liverpool, winning the Premier League, the first time they could celebrate in front of fans in 35 years. The last time was during the pandemic 5 years ago. There couldn't be a parade like this.
As soon as the Ariana Grande one happened, so I'm gonna do the comparison, right? Ariana Grande gig. A huge crowd of people celebrating. Right, J3, white British male from the Liverpool area. That's all I know. Right. So let's do some comparisons then. Yeah. Ariana Grande gig, crowd, big massive crowd of people celebrating. The Liverpool Football Club Premier League celebration parade, crowds of people celebrating, and one person attacked as many people as they could. Okay, as many people as they could, causing serious injury and fatalities. They're things that are the same in both scenarios.
Fans being carried away in their Liverpool shirts.
Now,
Showing just what a joyous
the
day
person
it
that
is.
carried out the Ariana Grande attack was Salman Abedi.
We're also getting a sense of the solidarity.
All I know now, all we know, is that this man who's done the attack in Liverpool is a white British man from Liverpool. Okay, if you want to say it doesn't prove that this is
And their thoughts and prayers being they are supporting the emergency services and local authorities.
sorry, what is someone to say? British doesn't mean born in England.
Premier League talking about their shock.
All right, well, the
in
British.
Liverpool, and they say they are in contact with Liverpool Football Club.
I mean, I just feel like there's people just wanting to argue for argument's sake here. One's being described as a white British male from Liverpool, and one was called Salman Abedi, who was not a white British male. That was a tea attack, and this hasn't been uttered to be one, even suspected. Why? Why, I ask?
Well, thank you very much for the moment. We're going to pass now to Graham Wetto, our police commentator. Graham, are we due
So
to
what constitutes a terror? Oh, I said it. What constitutes a tea attack? Is it what you've done, or is it who you are and where you're from? Because if that's the case, to me, that's not right. That isn't right. We should all be tarred with the same brush. See, maybe it's me. I don't see colour. I don't see race. I see character and kindness and decency in people. Morgan Freeman said it once. Someone said, how do you stop racism? And he said, stop talking about it. Right, we're coming up to the hour. It's getting really bad out there now with the rain. So just one final time. 53-year-old white British male from the Liverpool area has been arrested for ploughing his car through a large crowd of people at the Liverpool Football Club parade. There's videos out there. Watch them at your own discretion. Many people have been injured. The eyewitnesses are saying that this does look like a attack, a purposeful attack, and not an accident. And many people are injured, and there could be fatalities, though I'm not sure yet on the numbers, if any. But that is what has happened tonight. Sky is running this story. I've been watching it for the past couple of hours, so if you want to continue watching, then go and check that out. But yeah, really sad day after what should have been a really good day for Liverpool, for the city, and for fans of that football club. So hopefully there isn't too many fatalities, and I'm going to probably follow this up tomorrow. I'm going to try and get someone onto the channel. You may know who that is. Someone that I will get on for things that happen like this. So I'll work on doing that tomorrow if I can get in touch with that person. So I will be doing an update. Tomorrow we're going to have a lot more facts. Tomorrow we're going to know exactly who this person is. We're going to know about fatalities. We're going to know about the injuries. We're going to have more eyewitness testimonies. Tomorrow we're going to know a lot more about all of what I've just mentioned. So once some numbers come in and fatalities and injuries and who this person actually is, then I'll be back tomorrow evening to do an update on this video. I may go live. I'm going to try and get someone on who will have a lot to say about this. So that is what is happening in Liverpool today. Heart goes out to those people. Everybody, stay safe. Peace out.